Welcome back to our channel, where we break down life-changing books into actionable insights. Today, we're diving deep into The One Thing by Gary Keller and J. Papasan, a book that challenges the conventional wisdom of doing more by urging you to focus on doing the right thing. In this video, we'll walk you through each chapter and unpack the core ideas so you can start applying them to achieve extraordinary results in your life and business. Let's get started. Section 1, Core Concepts and Initial Chapters. Chapter 1, The One Thing. Our journey begins with the simple yet powerful premise encapsulated in the title itself, The One Thing. In Chapter 1, the authors introduce the idea through a memorable scene from the movie City Slickers. In this scene, a cowboy tells his companion, "Just one thing, you stick to that and everything else doesn't matter." This idea isn't just a catchy phrase, it's the essence of success. Keller and Papasan argue that if you focus on the one most important task, the rest will fall into place or become unnecessary. This concept challenges the modern notion of busyness by urging you to identify and commit to your lead domino, the one task that drives everything else. Chapter 2, The Domino Effect. Imagine lining up a series of dominoes. A gentle push on the lead domino causes a chain reaction that topples each one in sequence. The authors use this metaphor to show how focused action on your most important task sets off a cascade of success. When you knock over that first domino, the energy created builds and multiplies, making the subsequent tasks easier to complete. This sequential process reinforces the idea that extraordinary results come not from trying to do everything at once, but from executing one powerful action after another. Chapter 3, Success Leaves Clues. Keller and Papasan point out that the habits and strategies of highly successful people aren't mysterious. They're replicable. Whether it's Walt Disney's unwavering focus on storytelling, Colonel Sanders' secret chicken recipe, or Bill Gates' concentration on software, successful individuals have one thing in common: they know what to focus on. By studying their journeys, we learn that success is less about talent and more about focusing on the right task. Their examples serve as blueprints, proving that when you master your one thing, extraordinary results follow. Section 2, Part 1, The Lies That Derail Us. Part 1, The Lies They Mislead and Derail Us. Now that we've laid the groundwork, the book moves into Part 1, which uncovers the 6 lies that mislead us about success. These lies are common myths that many of us have internalized, ultimately keeping us from achieving our true potential. Let's break them down one by one. Chapter 4, Everything Matters Equally. The first lie is that everything matters equally. In our busy lives, we often treat every task as if it holds the same weight. However, the authors remind us that this isn't the case. Only a small number of tasks have the power to make a significant impact. Think about your daily to-do list. Not every item is critical. By learning to distinguish between the vital few and the trivial many, you can channel your energy into what truly matters. Chapter 5, Multitasking. Next, we tackle the myth of multitasking. Society often praises those who seem to juggle many tasks at once, but research, and the book, shows that multitasking is a fallacy. When you switch rapidly between tasks, your brain loses focus and efficiency, leading to mistakes and increased stress. Rather than diluting your attention, the key is to focus on one task at a time, ensuring high-quality output and improved productivity. Chapter 6, A Disciplined Life. Chapter 6 dispels the notion that you need to be supremely disciplined in every aspect of your life. The truth is, success isn't about being perfect all the time. It's about developing powerful habits. Discipline in this context means choosing the right habits and letting them become almost automatic. By focusing on the one habit that drives your success, you don't have to rely on constant willpower or exhaustive routines. Chapter 7, Willpower is Always on Will Call. The authors challenge the belief that willpower is an endless resource. Research shows that willpower is finite and diminishes over time. Instead of relying on a sporadic burst of energy to power through tasks, you should schedule your most important work during the times when your willpower is strongest, typically in the morning. By protecting your limited willpower, you're better equipped to focus on what matters most. Chapter 8, A Balanced Life. Chapter 8 explores the myth of a perfectly balanced life. While balance sounds appealing, striving for it can actually hinder progress. The book introduces the idea of counterbalancing, focusing intensely on your one priority during a given period, knowing that other areas of your life will catch up later. This approach allows you to achieve breakthrough results without getting overwhelmed by trying to do everything at once. Chapter 9, Big is Bad. Finally, in Part 1, we confront the lie that big is bad. Many people fear big goals because they seem intimidating and unmanageable. However, thinking big is essential for breakthrough success. When you set ambitious targets, you force yourself to narrow down and identify the one key action that will drive you toward that vision. Embracing big ideas means shedding the comfort of small, incremental changes and instead taking bold steps toward extraordinary results. Section 3, Part 2, The Truth About Productivity. Part 2, The Truth, The Simple Path to Productivity. Having debunked the myths that derail us, Part 2 of the book reveals the truth, the simple path to productivity and success. This section lays out practical strategies that, when applied consistently, can transform your life. Chapter 10, The Focusing Question. This question is the secret sauce behind extraordinary results. What's the one thing I can do such that by doing it everything else will be easier or unnecessary? By asking this question every day, you force yourself to prioritize what truly matters. It acts as a compass, guiding every decision and ensuring that your energy is directed toward the most impactful action. Over time, this habit helps you cut through the noise and maintain laser-sharp focus on your lead domino. Chapter 11, The Success Habit, introduces the concept of the success habit. When you consistently ask the focusing question and act on its answer, you develop a habit of success. This isn't about sporadic bursts of productivity. It's about creating a routine that builds momentum over time. The key takeaway here is that extraordinary results are not achieved overnight. They're the product of daily, deliberate actions. Commit to your one thing, and soon it becomes an integral part of your routine. Chapter 12, The Path to Great Answers. The authors discuss the path to great answers. They explain that asking the right questions is essential to making good decisions. When you're clear about what's most important, you naturally seek out the answers that will propel you forward. This process of inquiry leads to better problem-solving, innovative thinking, and ultimately, higher productivity. Great answers emerge when you have clarity on your priorities and remain focused on your one essential task. Section 4, Part 3, Extraordinary Results. Part 3, Extraordinary Results, Unlocking the Possibilities Within You. In the final part of the book, the focus shifts from theory to action. How to unlock extraordinary results by harnessing the power of your one thing. This section is all about aligning your life with purpose and priority to achieve breakthrough outcomes. Chapter 13, Live with Purpose. Live with Purpose reminds us that success isn't just about work. It's about living a life filled with meaning. When you align your one thing with your core values and purpose, every action you take becomes more fulfilling. This chapter encourages you to reflect on what truly drives you and to let that purpose guide your decisions. A life lived with purpose is one where every step is intentional and every goal is part of a larger vision. Chapter 14, Live by Priority. Live by priority, the authors reinforce the importance of setting clear priorities. Your one thing becomes the lens through which you view every decision. Instead of getting sidetracked by less important tasks, you learn to say no to distractions and focus only on what will make the biggest difference. This chapter teaches you how to create a success list, a streamlined plan that directs your energy toward your highest priorities. Chapter 15, Live for Productivity. It's not enough to have goals. You must build systems that ensure you consistently make progress. This chapter offers practical strategies for time blocking, eliminating distractions, and creating an environment that fosters deep work. The key insight is that productivity isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter by dedicating time exclusively to your one thing. Chapter 16, The 3 Commitments. The 3 commitments, the authors lay out the mindset required for sustained success. They stress that achieving extraordinary results means committing to 1. Mastery, constantly improving your skills and knowledge. 3. Growth, embracing change and continuously evolving. These commitments form the foundation of a focused, productive life and ensure that your efforts are always aligned with your long-term goals. Chapter 17, The 4 Thieves. The 4 Thieves identifies the obstacles that can derail your progress. These thieves are the distractions and bad habits that steal your time and focus. 1. Inability to say no, taking on too much and getting sidetracked by non-essential tasks. 2. Fear of chaos, avoiding change and sticking to outdated routines. 3. Poor time blocking, failing to protect your most productive hours. 4. Failure to seek the one thing, allowing trivial pursuits to crowd out your most important work. By recognizing and eliminating these thieves, you safeguard your productivity and keep your eyes fixed on what truly matters. Chapter 18, The Journey. The journey reminds us that success is not a destination, but a continuous process. The journey toward extraordinary results is filled with ups and downs, setbacks and breakthroughs. What matters is that you remain focused on your one thing and commit to the process day after day. Over time, the cumulative effect of your focused actions will lead to the transformation you seek. Section 5, Putting it all together and conclusion. Putting the one thing to work. Now that we've covered each chapter, let's talk about how to put these principles into action. The one thing isn't just a book of ideas, it's a roadmap for achieving extraordinary results. Here's how you can start implementing its lessons today. 1. Ask the focusing question daily. Each morning, begin by asking yourself, what's the one thing I can do today that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? Let this question set the tone for your day. 2. Time block your lead task. Identify your most productive hours and reserve that time exclusively for your one thing. Eliminate distractions and commit to deep work during this period. 3. Build a success list. Instead of a long to-do list, create a short success list that includes only your highest priority tasks. This list will serve as your guide, ensuring that every action you take moves you closer to your long-term vision. 4. Eliminate the thieves. Be vigilant about the distractions and bad habits that can derail your progress. Learn to say no, protect your focus, and continuously refine your approach to stay on track. 5. Commit to growth and accountability. Embrace the 3 commitments, mastery, accountability, and growth, as the foundation of your personal and professional journey. With these in place, every day becomes an opportunity to improve and progress. Conclusion, your one thing, your future. In conclusion, the one thing challenges us to rethink our approach to success. Instead of getting lost in the chaos of endless tasks, the book teaches us to narrow our focus, commit to the most impactful action, and build powerful habits over time. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, or someone striving for a better work-life balance, the message is clear. Success is about doing less, but doing it exceptionally well. By integrating the lessons from each chapter, from understanding the core concept of your one thing to debunking the myths that hold you back, and from developing a success habit to eliminating the thieves that steal your focus, you unlock a pathway to extraordinary results. Remember, every great achievement starts with a single, focused action. Ask yourself daily, what's the one thing I can do right now? Thank you for joining us on this in-depth exploration of the one thing. If you found this summary helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. What's your one thing and how will it change your life? Until next time, stay focused, stay determined, and remember that sometimes less really is more. Subscribe for more book summaries. This has been our comprehensive chapter-by-chapter summary of the one thing. Use these insights as a blueprint to prioritize your time, build lasting habits, and ultimately achieve the extraordinary. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.